and Callum pose online as underage children. Well, all children are underage humans, and wait to see whether or not men with hopes of sexual activity with children get in touch with them. And so far 74 have been convicted, 20 of whom, I should add, already had convictions. I'll just run through stuff, some of which I know the answer to, but we've got about 200,000 more listeners than we had last time you were here, so there'll be plenty of people listening who don't know this. Steve says, and if you take this one, Callum, I'm curious as to what images of children they use to lure these sick people. Do they use real pictures of underage girls?
So the process is basically we'll get volunteers who send pictures of themselves because they look younger than the age of consent, and they'll sign a release form and approve
so
identity.
An adult who looks 13 or 14, you with and their permission.
Double check the identity. They need photo ID, so they cannot just say, "Oh, this is me." We need to double check that
it is definitely them,
and their details are handed to the police to double check as well. So if it's taken to court, and if someone's barrister tries to argue, "Oh, that is a real child," they can't argue that's a real child because it's been double checked by the police, and the police have got statements of them as well.
In a way, that answers the next question, Scott, but not completely. While I applaud the work that Dark Justice are doing, the only concern I have is who monitors their activity in between the evidence they submit to the police.
Well, I mean, we're the same as everybody else as a citizen. Like, when we're reporting a crime, if we lie about something, the police will find out about it and we will be punished for that. We're not, like, above the law, we're just citizens who've taken this on.
And a few people, it's two sort of sides of the same coin, really. Why can't the police just hire these two guys so all the vigilante labelling can go away? And also, on a similar theme, but perhaps a slightly less generous one, this from Liz. How do they have all this time on their hands? Don't they work? If they are that concerned about crime, why don't they join the police service instead of taking the law into their own hands? I don't know which one of you wants to answer that.
I mean, when it comes to joining the police, she might want to read some headlines about the 200 million that they plan on taking, and the rest of it that they're cutting to them. They
are still hiring, though. I appreciate there's a programme of cuts that obviously is limiting the amount of activity they can do in all fields, but her point would be that there's not a moratorium on hiring police officers.
I mean, it would push us into just being frontline policing, it's not needed or anything, but
this is a gap you want to fill, and you can fill it better.
It used to be back in the day, like Bobby on the beat sort of thing, keeping everyone safe. It's reactive policing now, and then we're not proactive anymore.
We both used to run a media business before we started doing this. You know what I mean? We're hard working people and stuff, and it's we're not sitting here saying, "Oh, well, we do spend a lot of time doing what we do, and we understand that, but it needs a lot of time to tackle it."
And on a similar theme, a lot of people getting in touch, some because they're keen to help you, others because they're just curious. If you're putting in 17 hours on a regular basis, 17 hours a day, as we heard in the packages that Martin put together, how do you support yourselves?
We're fortunate enough to have people in our family who support what we do and believe in what we do and believe it's changing society, so they help us out.
So you live a kind of subsidised life because the people close to you care about the work that you're doing as much as you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way to push forward. I mean, just live very basically.
And members of the public can show their support for you through Find. I think we put the link up last time you were here, didn't we?
Yeah, we do have a donation page. We tend not to plug it because it's not something that we've ever...
But it's not why you're doing this.
No, it's not what we do it for, but I mean, in the past, people have helped us get new vests and stuff like that, which keeps us safe while we're out there, which, we're grateful for, and our family are even more grateful for.
I'm sure. I think some listeners to this programme bought the latest lot.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Let's say we don't do nothing. Never